Today on Guns Explained, we're going to talk about the importance of making decisions in advance of life-threatening scenarios. In our organization, we have the great pleasure of working with law enforcement officials all around us, and one of our most popular products is force-on-force training munitions. Now, these are little paint-filled projectiles that fire out of firearms specifically converted to shoot them. They're low-pressure rounds that shoot at roughly 300 feet per second, about the speed of a paintball. But unlike paintball or airsoft, they fire out of guns that are the exact same size and profile, made by the same manufacturers as your typical service weapon like a Glock 17 or your Duty M4. That allows you to be able to use your same duty belt, same holster, same magazines that are the same, your same Trijicon MRO rifle optics. In fact, your same rifle, essentially with a converted drop-in bolt carrier group. And when you're using your equipment in force-on-force training, it allows you to mimic the stress of those situations with as few differences as possible, because no one really knows how they're going to react under extreme amounts of stress. What we can do, though, is we can practice being in stressed various mock-up scenarios. As we've discussed on videos, a lot of skills come from practice and repetition, but how often do we actually practice having someone break into our home or having someone run at us with a knife that we have to react to? You'll learn a lot about gaps in your present abilities as you run through these different scenarios. And to be clear, scenario-based training doesn't always have to involve expensive, high-tech equipment and marking rounds. Sometimes it simply involves talking through or role-playing a scenario at home with your spouse, taking the time to discuss and even write down what you may have decided on. That will further ingrain that into your subconscious. And it's proven that under extreme amounts of stress, the mind doesn't function how it normally does. It loses a lot of that ability to step back and think through things dispassionately and then make a rational decision. Instead, you kick into a very primal way of thinking. And in that very base way of thinking, if you've never made the decision whether you intend to run for the basement in the middle of a tornado or whether you're going to escape through the window in a burning building, a lot of those decisions in the heat of the moment won't come up as naturally as you would like. So ask yourself, what would you do in the event of a home intrusion? Discuss it with your family members. We do earthquake drills in school all the time. Why don't we do home invasion drills in our own homes? Then use some of the technological advancements that we have available to mock up some of those scenarios and practice drawing and firing on an adversary in scenario-based training. And don't just stop there. Practice diffusing a tense situation, or practice going to other tools like inert pepper spray or handcuffs. Decision-making practice well in advance will help you save the lives of those around you and possibly yourself if the day ever comes in which you need to. Of course, we always hope those days will never come. Nevertheless, we're here to help you hope for the best and plan for the worst. If you're a law enforcement or security professional and you'd like to learn more about force-on-force training costs and equipment, please reach out to the staff at Salt Lake Wholesale Sports. For Guns Explained, I'm Jordan Mitchell.